Alright, I'm going to be installing an oil cooler on this, because the last event, it was, I don't know, I could only get maybe like one, maybe 2 laps. No, towards later in the day, I was only getting like 1 lap at Grange, drifting the whole track, and it just kept getting hot. It was getting probably like 3/4 of the way up, so, but it'll cool right down. Like, if I just park it, it'll cool down real quick. But and I checked the coolant, it's full, so I know it's not low on coolant. So I'm going to be at least installing an oil cooler that I've been having sit. It's from my 240, but it has an adapter on it, or it comes with an adapter that fits the Z also. So I'm going to be trying to install that today before next weekend, which is Corolla, Missouri. So we're trying to make that. So right now, just taking off the front bumper, and I have these quick disconnects, and I just usually have like one little clip, which is right here, that holds it, so it comes off real easy. Oops. Set that to the side. And I finally got a new jack. This one I've had since around 2005, 2006, and I've always bled it and fixed it here and there, but it's finally, I think that's it, because I was trying to find replacement parts for it. One that I had, this little joint broke before. I thought it was broken, but like when you tighten it so you could pump it up, it just keeps spinning. And I took this out, and it's actually like there's like some threads that were stripped, so it's not really worth fixing. And I can't even find this power unit. They just sell like this joint, or what do you call it, like a rebuild kit for this, but this is actually stripped, so I think it's done its time. Like I said, I bought it 2005, 2006. I don't even know how many cars this thing has lifted over its lifetime. So I just went to our freight. They had this on sale, the one that everyone has, and it was like what, 80 bucks, 79.99. So that's the new jack. So excited to use that, even though it's just a simple jack, but it's always fun to get new tools. Get my oil cooler out the car. I went to Home Depot real quick. Picked up some angle iron right here, like $7, $8, or whatever. And where's my oil cooler? This is a simple oil cooler that I had from my 240. So it comes with an adapter for like K8 or SR, I believe. And I think the SR is the one that fits the Z. One of them fits. I tested already. This is kind of old. It's when ISR used to be ISIS. So this is a ISR intercooler. So it has the lines and everything, and a little sandwich plate, which I had to find in the garage still. But yeah, I'll be installing that real quick to try to keep the car cooler. Alright, so I found the rest of there's the adapter, the sandwich plate right here, and then it comes with 2 different adapters, which, I forget which one it is, but I tested on this filter. It's the one that fits on the Z, and it fits nice and snug, so I know that will work. And here's the lines, and it looks like right here, all I had to do, let's see, get rid of that tape real quick. It looks like it lines up perfect right there. If I line up that hole with that slot right there, and it lines up perfectly over here too on that side. So I just had to cut it right here, cut the excess like right here, and then use probably that hole right there, or that one, and on this. So oops, as I was saying, so I'll probably cut it off right there, so that will bolt probably to the lower radiator support, because that hole, so I just have to bolt this here, bolt that to the radiator support, and on this side same thing, bolt that one to the radiator support, and probably just cut off this excess on each side. So that should look like it should work. Use my jack, my brand new jack, after how many years of using that broken one. I know it's just a jack, but I'm excited. Alright, got the angle iron all cut up. Oh, simple, just cut it. Nothing special. We got all bolted, so I didn't have to drill any holes or anything. It all lined up to the actual holes that I already had. So now thinking of putting it right about here, but there's this little tab here. I don't know what this is, but I'm gonna have to grind that flat. Probably gonna want to have it sit right about there. As you can see, that's in the way, so it's not flush. I'm gonna get the grinder right here, grind that flat real quick and see if we can get it mounted. Alright, got that ground down nice and flat, so all I have to do is find where I want to mount, how high I want it, and that's a couple of self tappers. I don't know what this is, like plastic, ABS plastic. So now I was gonna put a bolt all the way through and just put a nut on the other side, but it's pretty hard to fit even my fingers back here. So try self tappers at first, because that's what I see everyone else doing, and hopefully that'll hold. If not, then I'll figure out a way to get a bolt through there and put a nut on it. But for now, let's try this. Alright, got it all mounted up. Really simple. Just found some bolts in around my garage. Some self tappers. Probably gonna put a washer here so it covers that. So I have three. I have one here, one on right there, and there's one in the middle, right behind the intercooler, or the oil cooler. But I might make a little bracket up here to attach this, the top right here, to this what is it called, this middle radiator support. It feels pretty good right now. It's not even super tight, but it feels like it's pretty solid. Should be pretty good. Now I just have to run the lines and put the sandwich adapter, and it's done. Alright, there's two issues. We'll start with the major one first. Well, apparently I was wrong, and these two do not fit the Z. It's made for the, I think the kit's made for a SR20 or a KA. Because I just assumed that since the oil filter fit this, that this would fit, this was the same thread to fit on the car, but apparently not. So I have to order that on eBay. It's like, I think like 15 bucks. And then the second issue is not a big one, but what I just noticed was the way I mounted the bracket, how I have it, look, on this side of it, on the inside, it's lower. So I think I'm gonna flip it so it's this much height. This will be up here, so it gives it way more ground clearance, because that's pretty much the lowest point of the car, and it's in the front, so I think it took it up a little bit higher, else it'll protect it a little bit more. So I'm probably gonna flip that so it's a little higher, and that's pretty much it. But those are the only two. Everything else, the lines seem like they reach fine where the oil filter or so the lines are right here, but they will be about right there when the adapter's on. Yeah, I'm gonna get that flipped. Alright, I got the bracket flipped. So there it is. It used to be down here. The bottom of this used to be down here with even with the radiator support, but it's a good what, maybe 2 inches, 2.5 inches maybe higher. It doesn't look as good because now you can see the bracket, the cooler doesn't block it, but I'd rather have it look kind of ugly than get smashed when I go off track. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, how that came out. So all I have to do is wait for the sandwich plate to come in, to put that there and connect those two lines, and we're good to go.